So we are now at Perth Airport. Just landed and we're going to spend the next 3 days doing a standard of living, cost of living econs video. So we rented a Tesla. So this is a Model Y. Hi, morning everyone. So this is near the boat harbour at Fremantle, which is near the place that I'm staying. So we're gonna check out like this harbour area and a little bit about how much properties around this area, how much it actually costs. Hi everyone, I'm in Perth to interview my friend Florence, who has been in Perth the last 3 years. Hi Florence.
Hello.
So the first question I have for you is, how many hours do people typically work here
In a week?
in a week? So like the average in Singapore is like 42, right?
Yeah.
So how about here?
I think generally office people you still do hours a week. And then it depends on the industry that you're working in. People who work on flooring and stuff like that, they probably work longer hours, but they start very early. So like they can start work at morning, but they generally usually end by 1, yeah, or 2.
How about the baseline kind of income here
Baseline.
per month?
We have minimum wage here, so if you're looking at per hour,
Can you tell me one good thing that you find about Perth that you can't find in Singapore in terms of like the quality of life?
they are more family oriented. That's one. You have better work-life balance.
Thank you, Florence. Hi everyone, this is Mr. To here and I'm currently at Rottnest Island. One of the difficulties in comparing standard of living is that when you compare a big country like Australia and a small city-state like Singapore, it's really not quite fair. Why is it not quite fair? Because Australia is a very big country, different cities, and so you are trying to compare an average person in Australia and an average person in Singapore. It's not easy to compare. Normally, one of the indicators that you are going to use to compare standard of living is to use GDP per capita. Even when comparing GDP per capita, there are differences in terms of things like income inequality. And my friend Florence, she was saying that taxes here are about 40% is at its highest, which is really quite high. But things like healthcare is free for residents and citizens here. Nice island view that we have here. One of the problems that you have when you compare standard of living using GDP per capita is that it's very hard for you to quantify the non-material standard of living aspects, like your quality of life, how much education, the quality of the education, how much healthcare you receive, the quality of healthcare you receive, leisure time, the number of working hours, how stressed you are. What we've noticed is that there are plenty of like green spaces around Perth. Okay, so you can have a look around, plenty of green spaces. I'm saying that Singapore doesn't have plenty of green spaces. I think we also have plenty of green spaces, but comparatively, of course, we have a lot less land, right? So you have plenty of green spaces like this all around, scattered all around, and you have children playing at the parks all the time. Okay, so this is one thing to consider that in order to measure standard of living.